Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name's Jarek, and today we are back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 57 of our playthrough. And in our previous episode, we managed to clear out some of the couple of little armies surrounding Dresden and cleared a way for our adventuring party to continue moving to the west. We are kind of heading towards some of the goals that were laid out for us when we were talking to our companions. We know that there's a forest over this way that we need to look at to find a dragon. We also know that there's some other stuff going on over here to the west. And we had gotten up to a temple in our previous episode, and we stopped there at the end of the episode. Since then, I went ahead and rested, and we got a new, we got this pop-up that just came up. I also got Ember leveled up because she was not with us when we did our previous level ups. Her new mythic ability is Abundant Casting, so that's going to give her 4 extra level 1 through level 3 spells per day, and so that's going to do well for her. She also picked up the bolster spell Meta Magic that allows her to get +2 to her each die she rolls on her damage, and well, any die she rolls really on her spell effects. So that's fine. And then I went ahead and selected a couple of her damage spells. I did Fireball, Scorching Ray, and the other level 2 fire spell. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And I went ahead and applied the bolster magic to those. And so now she can cast Scorching Ray and such as both level 2 and level 3. The level 3 does the extra damage, so that's going to make her even better, especially now that she can cast more of them each day as well. So while we were resting, this is what popped up, and it says, dreams have puzzled the minds of mortals since ancient times. Strangely, the most obvious explanation for the mystery of dreams has appeared quite recently. The most obvious, but obviously wrong one, is that dreams are but the delirium of a tired mind as it digests the day's events. Ancient humans were much smarter when they thought dreams were messages of good patrons, or the opposite, interventions of demonic powers. In this case, both hypotheses are correct, illogical as that may be. The commander is asleep. In his anxious dreams, he sees blood-stained stones, smoking torches, rusty chains, and bars. Once again, he is in the dungeons of Dresden, chained in a cell. Huge demons lumber around, clawing at the filthy walls with horrifying sound. Death in their fanged jaws seems imminent, but more painful still is the expectation of tortures that never begin. Unable to move, barely conscious, in a horrible semi-delirium, the commander whispers words of prayer. We are on the angel path, after all. The sacred words disappear into the void like stones down a well. It's unlikely that they reach the ears of any deity. The fever of endless expectation is broken by a whisper, a gentle breath of fresh air in the stifling darkness. The ruby eyes of a demoness appear at the commander through the bars. She is similar to the other creatures of the abyss, but also entirely dissimilar. Remember me? I am Arushale. You gave me the gift of freedom, and now I will set you free. The chains holding the commander's body crumble to dust. The dark visitor takes a step toward him, passing through the bars as easily as if they were made of paper, and holds out her hand. Fly with me. In response, the commander can only mumble, "Let's fly." The succubus bursts out laughing. The dungeon disappears. Now the demoness and the commander are flying over a moonlit plain. Enemies are hunting you. Demons that have somehow acquired unusual powers that are unprecedented among common demons. You are also hunting them. You're trying to figure out who is sending them and where the source of their power lies. I will show you where to find the answer. A finger with a manicured claw points down to a cliff top, where stands an ancient fortress slowly crumbling to dust. A bell without a tongue, an insane crone. Make it speak once more, and she won't be able to keep her silence either. She will give you all the answers. Okay, so we're looking for a fortress, a bell without a tongue, an insane crone. Make it speak once more, and she won't be able to keep her silence either. She will give you the answers. So we're looking for the tower. We're going to wake up, try and understand the dream. The images fade away. The commander opens his eyes and whispers a word, unknown, alien, brought by the passing dream. Green Gates, the name of the fortress. If the demoness is to be believed, what a curious notion, there is a deranged crone hiding there who knows where the demons with these unheard of abilities are coming from. It will be intriguing to learn who the crone is, what she knows, and whether this dream is but a trick to lure the commander into another trap. But we cannot find out without visiting the place in the dream. Green Gates has been revealed. Okay, so we're here at the temple here. Green Gates is somewhere. I don't know where exactly. We're going to trade with the witches. I thought this was... Oh, that's going on. That's just a status thing. I got you. Okay, here's Green Gates down here. We don't quite know how to get there yet, but I suspect we can go this way. We're going to go into this temple first, since everybody's geared up. Ember was exhausted, which is why I stopped to rest. Okay, here we are. Let's check our formation. We've been adding and removing people here. Let's make sure everybody's okay. I think we're all right here. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Got Land and Nenio on the back. We got... Oh, Ember should not be in the front. Let's put Social there. Let's put Trip there. And let's have Ember in the back. That's probably better. Or, sorry, Nenio. In fact, you know what? Nenio and Ember should probably be in the back. Let Land be in the middle. Okay, we'll do that. Let everybody get rearranged here, and we'll continue on. Here's the steps to the temple. Temple of the Good Hunt. All right, coming into the temple here. Here's somebody. Ryoto. Let's talk to Ryoto. Oh, Kyoto. Sorry, that looked like an R. The young cleric of Aristil greets you with a shy smile. What an honor it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the temple's prior, I offer my greetings. At the word prior, the priest's face flushes pink. All right, who are you again? They call me Kyoto, the shepherd boy. Well, that's what they used to call me, but it's not a very fitting for a priest, is it? The cleric lapses into confused silence for a few moments. I come from a village near Lastwall. I've always been drawn to Aristil, even as a child. A cleric by the name of Jod once passed through our village, a kind old man. He looked me in the eye, a silly little kid, and he said, I see you're going to serve Aristil just like me. And so I did. When I heard about your crusade, I set out to join it, just like my heart was telling me to. At first, I served as a novice under the venerable Rathamus, but now he's gone and I've been left on my own. Rathamus and I marched on Dresden with your forces. We fought in your host. And then, when the demons were driven out, I came here. This temple is centuries old. Aristil's worshippers would have come here on their own in the hundreds in the past. But even now, we get the odd pilgrim wandering in. That's why I wanted to take over this temple. Someone ought to take care of the sacred place. Okay. All right, tell me about the temple. Oh, where to begin? The temple is dedicated to Delamere. Oh, I mean, of course, it's the Temple of Aristil, but Delamere is the prior of this temple. I mean, no, I'm the prior of this temple, and she's like its blessed Mother Superior, its patroness. The young man falls into a confused silence and looks pleadingly at you. Okay, tell me about Delamere. She lived in these parts back in when Sacrilege was still standing. She was a priestess of Aristil and Kelids, deeply respected for her hard nature and her unshakable faith. Aristil blessed her with various wonders, and the common folk knew that she would stand up for them. Delamere did not like city life. She said cities encouraged vile deeds and corruption of the soul. She said that the people ought to live in small clans, where everyone knows everyone, and where everyone is kin, and where every person has a duty to the rest. You can't hide your sins in a village. In a village, everyone knows what kind of person you are. She had a revelation, and she would travel around the villages and see how many people lived there. If any settlement had more than 53 souls, she drove out all the rest and told them to settle elsewhere, because otherwise the villages would have grown and turned into little towns. Her methods were harsh, of course, but people still listened to her because Aristil himself was on her side. She had an edge to her. She single-handedly chased off whole bands of marauders that harassed the villagers. And after she died, this temple was built in her honor, in the place where Aristil gifted her with his relics. They say it was here that a white stag emerged from the forest and spoke to her in a human voice, telling her that she should hunt it because it was the will of her lord. Delamere tracked that stag for 3 days and 3 nights through the forest, and when she ran it to ground, she made its antlers into a bow and its hide into armor. And that bow never misses. And Aristotle himself blessed the armor so that it repels the strikes of enemies. Delamere the Blessed was wise, apparently. Kyoto swells with pride. More than wise, and her temple has been entrusted to me, who was a mere shepherd boy not so long ago. They say Delamere looked after animals herself in her youth, and look at all she accomplished. What's it like to be a prior? Oh, it's terrifying. I live here alone, you see. People travel a great distance to come here, but I have been given an important task. Here in the World Wound, these temples are needed more than ever, so that people don't lose their faith, but that doesn't stop my legs shaking in terror. When I think of my teacher, Rathamus, rest his soul, I just feel like running away. I swear, I would have run a long time ago, but one thing keeps me here. Aristotle would not have granted me these spells for no reason. I cannot let him down, or the people. I can't let them down either. You say you're a coward, but you're in no hurry to leave this place, even though nobody's keeping you here. I know from experience how scary it is to be alone, surrounded by strangers. You're not as weak as you think you are. You're stronger than most. Yeah, well, the place frightens you, but you're still here. Should be proud of that. Kyoto smiles bashfully. Aristotle is with me. If my faith is strong, his antlers will protect me from evil demons. He won't let them devour me. All right, well, everything's clear. Anything suspicious in the area? Cleric swallows nervously and lowers his gaze. No, everything's quiet around here. There's nothing going on in this temple, that's for sure. Pilgrims have said there's a dragon flying around this area, snatching up travelers, and others that say that's just a rumor. Things are quiet here in my temple. All right. Need the services of a cleric. What can you do for me? I will be glad to help, Commander. I've kept all of Rathamus' scrolls, and I've even managed to learn a few of his tricks. I study languages so that I can read foreign scrolls. Rathamus used to call me a polyglutton. I never met a foreign language I didn't want to sink my teeth into. The young man seems to preen slightly. All right, he's got stuff. Let's see, we're at 94,000. We could probably stand to have another raised deads. Oh, we don't need 196 of them, though. Oh, now I gotta go all the way to the bottom here. Maybe just like one. You know, let's do this. Let's sort them. All right. Burned Ashwood. What is this? A +2 quarterstaff grants the wielder the ability to cast Burning Arc spell. That was the one that Ember had that she meta-magicked up. The third one, Burning Arc. Conman's Ring. Ring of Pyromania. When other ring deals fire damage through the spell. They deal an additional d6 plus 5 fire damage. Oh, we have to have this for Ember. That's expensive, but it's going to be worth it. That's a lot of extra damage she's going to be able to do. Topaz Ring, Specialist's Belt. What's this? Whenever the wearer of this belt uses a scroll or potion, it gives a +1 to its caster level. Nice. Probably not necessary, though. Battle Mage's Headband is a bonus to Charisma and Intelligence, both. I think she's already got a bonus to Charisma. Headband. Mental Flow, Intelligence, Charisma. Mental Might is Intelligence, Wisdom. Half of the pair. Different halves of this pennant are within 10 feet distance of each other. It gets a +2 circumstance bonus on attack rolls and a +2 circumstance bonus on armor class. I think we saw the other half in the village, or in Dresden. Pretty sure I saw that. Well, this all looks very familiar, though. I think this is mostly the same stuff that I had available in Dresden. Empower. All variable numeric effects on empowered spell increase by half, including bonuses to those rolls. We should probably have that as well. 3 times a day we can use that bad boy. Scrolls, 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 scrolls. Let's see about Stone to Flesh. We have one, I think. We do have one. Does this guy have ingredients, I wonder? It's a lot of scrolls. All right, we've got some wands. Nothing there. It looks too great. Alchemist's kit. We don't have anybody making potions at the moment. Oh, he does have all kinds of stuff here. Diamonds are 5,000 apiece. Oh, so that's fun. That's why the scrolls are so expensive, I guess. Although you don't need a diamond to make the scroll, funny enough. Okay, so this guy's got all of that stuff. I just need to figure out exactly what I need. And I don't recall what all it was. Scroll maker's kits. I don't remember what our current one is exactly. We have, at the moment, Alchemist Kit 1 and Scroll Scriber's Kit 4. Yeah, level 4. We're not ready to make level 5 scrolls yet, I don't think anyway, so I don't think we need to jump too quick at that. These I know we needed. We'll take all. I know they're kind of expensive, but definitely needed those. I don't remember what else, though. I think some forked tongues. I think we needed maybe flame tongue. I can't remember. I think we needed some Beozors too. I think that'll probably do. That seems like a lot. 2,500, 100 there, 2,100 there, 4,200 there, 9,000 there. Maybe we don't need 30. Let's do like 15. Oh, come on. Get going too fast and it counts it as a double click and it sends them all back over. There we go. 15 of each of those. I think we're good. That's a lot of our money, but I think it's going to be worth it, especially with Ember being able to get that ring. That is going to be really nice. Okay, first of all, gift from the Empress, gotta have. She also gave us a +3 resistance cloak, I believe it was. Which... compulsion and disease effects. Resistance +2 and... okay, so that's fine. We don't need to give that up, I don't think. Lan, you've got what? Blood clarity? Whenever giving mind affecting conditions for 3 rounds when you kill something, that's not too bad. Your cloak is a +1 cloak of resistance. Might as well have the +3, I suppose. You've got a +1. You've got a +1. You've got nothing. Now you've got a +1. Ember, you get that ring. We'll trade out the Pyromania and red salamander rings for her. That's going to be good. This gives a saving throw damage class, a difficulty class rather. The saving throw for her hexes is increased by 1. I don't have. I think I got rid of the other amulet that she was wearing, so it's okay. She's good. She's a little bit weak on armor class, is all. But that's okay. So I think we're pretty well set here. Oh, she gets that rod too. That was the other thing. She can have the rod of empowering. That she can use that 3 times a day. Perfect.
Now, what is that?
I don't know.
I am helpful.
I'm begging you, don't go in there. Oh, now see what you've done. Now I want to go in there. The young cleric lets out a loud scream and addresses you in a quivering voice. I beg you, don't touch that door. Where does this go? Kiato's face goes gray, and he falters and shudders over his words. What door? Oh, the door. It leads into the cellar. There's nothing interesting behind that door. Sweat breaks out on the cleric's forehead, and he looks at you with pleading eyes. All right, you're lying. You have a dark secret that's eating you up inside. Rid yourself of it. Something bad has happened to you, and I'm not going to harm you, but only you can help yourself. Kiato gazes at you with wide, awestruck eyes and falls to his knees. Determination and contrition ring clear in his voice. I repent, Commander. I am a prisoner of a Baphomet witch, of Baphomet's witch, Zenedra. She came one night and threatened me and forced me to let her into the crypt. She said that her friends would be coming here, and then she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than the initiated servants of Baphomet into the crypt without her permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach, and they will gnaw me from the inside out. So I panicked like a coward. I said nothing to anyone, but I know they are wreaking abominations in there, in my temple. But you're right. No one can help me apart from myself, and my faith is strong. The next time that accursed witch comes here, I'll show her who's the biggest turnip in this field. I'll lie in wait in the crypt, and then I'll attack her and burn her bones to ash. I would ask for your help, but I suppose you wouldn't want to sit here waiting for Zenedra to appear. You have your own duties, of course, as commander, and even if I did let you into the crypt, Zenedra's curse would kill me on the spot, so I have to manage on my own. You can count on me. Kyoto's face is light with determination. Camellia sighs in exasperation. What do you expect from a peasant? It's in a peasant's nature to obey those who are stronger. Yeah, I kind of want to go in the crypt. The cleric's resistance is hanging by a thread. His lips are trembling and his voice drops to a whisper. I have the key, but what right do you have to? Yeah, you may trade your flock. If you have even an ounce of conscience left, you'll give me the key. Kiato's face reddens in shame. With the trembling hand, he gives you the key. The final words sound unexpectedly clear and crisp. Don't go in there. Yeah, gonna do it. Sorry, bro. The bloody remains of a person lie in plain view. There are marks on the bones left by gnawing teeth. Some of them are human. Ooh, yeah, there's a mess down here. Gloried be to Baphomet, Lord of the Ivory Labyrinth, unbridled consort of Lamashtu, father of the Horned Brood. Connive, maul, rut, and build labyrinths of lies in his honor. This is the will of his chosen priestess, Zenedra. you got. You got a diary. Mira is 3 days old. What a happy day. Hold on one second here. Let me get this up in a little bit bigger. I'm strong enough to hold a quill again, and I can now write of my job. My prayers have been answered at last. I prayed desperately for many years to the goddess of beauty and fertility, but they only responded with silence. Mother Lamash, too, alone answered my prayers. Finally, Mira was born. It was difficult for me to bear her for 9 months, but looking into her golden eyes and seeing her pretty smile, I realized that all the hardships were worth it, and all the terrible rituals I wish I could forget. It's such a pity that my husband didn't live to see this day. Mira is 6 months old. The wet nurse refused to feed her. She said the baby bit her breast too hard and sucked out the blood. What nonsense. True, my little girl was born with teeth, but that doesn't make her a bloodsucker. She's my angel, and I am sure the humps on her back will soon develop into little wings. Mira is 5 years old. Mira is 5, but I still breastfeed her. She just won't let go of me. I'm the only one who can bear her little teeth. The servants leave us one after another. They say they're frightened by rustling in the night, and that the girls discover bite marks on bruises on their arms and legs in the morning. The housekeeper was the last to leave. She said that she woke up at night to the sound of scratching up above the ceiling beam. She swears she looked up and saw Mira crawling across the ceiling. She showed me claw marks in the wood, too, but of course I told her it was all ridiculous. My baby sleeps blissfully at night. But the silly woman packed her things nevertheless. Mira is 5.5. Mira loves me so much, it's impossible to pull her away from my breast. It worries me that she doesn't want to eat vegetables. The cook complains that the little girl sneaks into the kitchen and snatches pieces of raw meat right out of her hands. My poor girl, no one wants to be friends with her. That's why she plays such strange games. Mira is 6. The cook has vanished. She probably ran away in secret. Mira slept all day. Her little tummy is so bloated. I'm afraid she might have contracted an illness from the uncooked meat. Mira is 6 and 1 month. I found what was left of the cook in the compost pile. I don't know what kind of animal chewed off her breasts and ripped chunks of meat from her stomach. A wolf, perhaps? A rabid dog? Absent-minded, I didn't hear Mira come close. She laughed joyously, pointing her little finger at the rotting remains. A child's innocence. She didn't even realize what she was looking at. This may be the last thing I write in my life. My milk's not enough for Mira anymore. She wants more from me, and the wounds from her little teeth get deeper and deeper. Now I understand what happened to the cook. I'm afraid, but I am her mother. I must be strong and give my child everything I can. Mira is near. I can hear her crystal laughter. Great Mother Lamashtu, I beg you, care for her when I'm gone. She has no one but us. So, yeah, good times. Raising a demon by yourself. It's good. Saw that already. What's this up here? Antler of monstrous proportions set in steel. The beast to which it belonged must have been as large as a house. Day 10, month Neth, year 4715. Burial rites fulfill several functions. They mitigate the psychological strain of parting with the deceased. They neutralize a source of disease-causing miasmas, and they suppress the spread of cannibalistic and necrophiliac acts in society at large. There are many ways of disposing of a corpse: burning, dissolution in harsh chemicals, ingestion by all members of the community. But by far the most popular method is burial. A grave protects the corpse against carrion eaters, serves as a place of remembrance, proclaims the merits of the deceased, and of especial importance, when all safety measures are taken, grave burial prevents the disease from coming back and visiting their still living relatives. The commander examines the stone sarcophagus resting in the crypt of the Temple of Erastil. It was used as a feasting table for demons until very recently. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. Some are easily identifiable as human finger bones. A human eyeball floats unappetizingly in a clay bowl, and next to it lies a half-gnawed rib cage. The commander decides that it's worth examining the sarcophagus. Symbols. Deal with the sarcophagus later. Let's examine the sarcophagus. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. We saw that already. The sarcophagus is constructed from large stone slabs, crudely hewn but fitted together with skill. Each slab is so heavy that it's impossible to reach the contents of the sarcophagus. This was likely the intention of its creators. In some places, the stone is covered with intricate curling lines of symbols. I'm going to examine the symbols. The first symbols are unfamiliar to the commander, but his eyes soon land on a familiar combination of letters. De la Mir. This is the name of the cleric Kiato mentioned in the conversation with the commander. This sarcophagus undoubtedly contains the body of the priestess of Aristel, Delamere the Blessed. It's unlikely that the young cleric could have read this inscription, written as it is in such an ancient tongue. However, the information Kiato provided is enough to help the commander unravel the mystery. On the lid of the sarcophagus, the symbols form a circle. The commander notices that the seemingly solid slab is actually composed of several pieces in this spot. The hairline joints between the fragments are almost impossible to see. In Sarcosis, there existed a funeral tradition in which the priest would place magic seals such as this on tombs. The symbols on the seal are threatening. I guard the eternal sleep of Delamere. Cursed be any who dare destroy me. Okay, we're going to do a little prayer to Aristil, I think. Just looking at the options. That's needed a 20. That one needs only a 7. Let's do this one. Succeeded on our Knowledge Arcana check. After several attempts, Valric of Mornwood manages to break through the spells placed on the sarcophagus. The symbols in the stone seal begin to glow. With a click, the seal crumbles in pieces, and the lid of the sarcophagus slides open. Inside the sarcophagus lie the remains of a female archer. The bones are held together by leather armor covered in the same symbols as those on the sarcophagus, and the skeleton's hands are clutching an impressive bow made from antler. Surprisingly, there's no unpleasant smell from the remains. Take the relics, have the remains moved to Dresden. Reverently touches the relics and closes the lid. I mean, be nice to have them, but it's kind of tomb robbing. Let's maybe move everything to Dresden. That's probably the right thing to do. I think if we're a lich, we can probably raise her and reanimate her as a companion. I don't know for sure. I've never done Lich Mythic Path, but I suspect that's what that is. Yeah, let's have it all moved. The body resting in the sarcophagus looks majestic and not at all off-putting. It's easy to imagine how Delamere looked when she was alive. A regal woman with a proud chin, broad shoulders, and the strong arms of an archer. Her appearance would have garnered people's trust, and even after her death, they came here to worship her. And more will come to Dresden now, to pay homage to her in her new resting place. Okay? Relics of Delamere. It's a new event. All right. I mean, probably it was a really nice bow. We got something else over here. What's going on over here? Profane descriptions of a bull's head drawn in blood on the walls there. I don't really see anything else in here. All right. Well, I think that about does it. Unless there was something that we missed, but I didn't see anything.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh, well, I guess that was true. Whoopsie. Social. Let's just, I don't use you very much. I'm not sure what you got available here.
Now, what am I missing?
All right, well, that'll do. Yeah, sorry about that, bro. I didn't think that that was real. I figured they were just lying to him. Feel kind of bad about that. Okay, collect those. Okay, so here we are back on the main map. We still need to figure out how to get to the Ashen Grotto, which I suspect is this way. And we also need to now figure out how to get down here to Green Gates. So we're going to move to here. Let's check this real quick, see where this ends up going. Okay, someone in the road. Well, what do we got here? Is that dead? Something big there. Well, lots of dead stuff here. All of it bad. Got a magic long spear. Berenguer. A prayer to Ambade flies from the lips of the kneeling old man. He speaks softly and steadily without raising his head or otherwise acknowledging your presence. After finishing his prayer, he looks at you with clear eyes. What can I do for you, stranger? I'm Valric, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Well, my name is Berenguer. I am the commander of my own crusade. Yeah, did you kill these demons? Yes, these and many others. That's what I do. Why do you need to fight alone? You could join my crusaders. I fought under the banners of an official crusade, and I found neither righteousness nor dignity there. Forgive me, but my path is mine alone. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Omade keeps you, and forgive me if I was less than friendly. The old man bows to you and leaves. Okay.
What do we have here?
Loot. What's this? Page from a Crusader's diary. I chased him during the day. I followed him at night. I found his tracks in the demonic wastelands of the Wound. I set up ambushes in the cities. Hunting a hunter is a strange job. The demon was seeking victims, leaving behind a trail of Crusaders tortured to death, their hearts carved out of their bodies, and I was seeking him. Kneeling at my nightly prayers, I asked myself, why do I want to rid the world of this particular monster? New demons come along almost daily from the rifts in the world wound. I could fight them whenever I wanted, but I could join my Crusader brethren in any garrison. But I chased him for 3 years, relentlessly like a hound following a trail. Finally, he came for me himself. My perseverance drew his attention. It made me bait. There are demons who take special pleasure in torturing the weak and the helpless, but he was different. He was drawn by danger. He liked killing the strong, the proud, the unbreakable. That's what he told me. I listened to him and was horrified at how similar we were. Then we fought. I killed him. These were the 3 long years. Goddess, I was returning to Canabras after this long hunt, after an exhausting fight, carrying a terrible burden. On the fringes of the city, a light guided my way. Not your light, no. The lights of the fires near the city walls, where the Inquisitors were burning more potential renegades. I walked in my dusty armor, covered with sword marks, past the people who gathered to watch the execution. I overheard the ecstatic words of the executioner. I remember the words of the demons. I remember the words the demon said before his death. I never entered the city gates. I didn't kneel at your temple. I didn't share a meal with you other crusaders. I, Berenguer the Tall, no longer belong to this crusade. Not after these long years. Not after what I realized and heard. As it lay dying, the demon said to me, we are what you will become. Hey, that's a lot of dead demons. Just looking for an exit here, guys. There we go. Okay. Well, we are getting close. Shrine of Sacrilege. Okay, failed to sneak past some enemies. Whoa. Well, a plagued mastodon and a Thana Demon and a ghoul cleric. This is a lot. All right, we better take a look and see what we're dealing with here. All right, first the Thana Demon. He is a level 15 outsider. Resistances to cold, fire, electricity. Damage reduction 10 except against good. Effects and conditions. He's flat-footed. He has true seeing, fear gaze. He is immune to poison and acid. It's plus 18 to attack. Damage 22 to 27. Fear gaze could be an issue. Causes fear for d6 rounds to all creatures within 30 feet. Will saving throw versus DC 21. Otherwise, he's just a lot of health. This big old thing, neutral evil undead. Armor class 26, 105 health. Level 14 undead. He's got all the usual immunities, it looks like. And he's got a plus 22 on his attack roll. Yeah, he's going to be an issue. Cleric over here. Level 7 cleric, level 2 undead. All right, Valric. Let's see, we can imbue our weapon with additional 2d6 holy damage on attacks. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Okay. Lan. You need one of your potions. We picked up a few more in Dresden, but we don't have too many, but we're definitely going to use one here. You also get your level 1 spell for free. So we'll be going with a 2-hit bonus. And we're going to have a spell, or a potion. And we're going to have a shot. He's might be the worst.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, Nenio, let's have haste. We need to get things going here. Gonna need that, and then let's fall back some. Oh, he tried to dispel our haste, but he failed. All right, Amelia. Most of these guys are undead, but he's not, so he can be given the stink eye. So we're going to give him an armor class penalty here. Failed a saving throw. You might as well just chant. Okay, trip. Okay, a little damage there to somebody. I didn't see who he hit. Oh, Valric is who he hit. Okay, Social. Let's do... maybe a protection from alignment. Protection from evil.
Begone, fiend!
And Ember. Ember, let's have one of your scorching rays on the level 3.
Surrender or else.
Yikes. Alright, Valric. Get in there. That's some good damage. Okay, land. Shoot him.
You won't survive me.
Good shooting. Nenio, let's focus on him.
You should have listened to reason.
Oh, that was not what I wanted.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay. Trip. All right, social and Ember. The stink eyes aren't going to work. You can probably do another scorching ray. Let's just do a normal scorching ray here. Good hitting. And back up. Okay, nice. We'll scroll there. We'll take that too. What's this guy got? He's got a quarterstaff. That is a quarterstaff, +2. It's a monk weapon. I think it's just a +2. Yep, nothing special. All right, Ember.
Must end.
Let's have a little healing here.
Yes.
Here we go. Everybody else is in good shape. Okay, and we're back here, and I think this is where we're going to leave it. This seems like a good stopping place. Next time we should be able to make it down to Green Gates here, and we can check that out and see what's going on down there. So if you've enjoyed this episode, do me a big favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.